Hello there. I thought I'd like to do a little video about this guitar and to talk about changing the pick guards, the pickup covers and the little knobs and bits. This is a Fender Stratocaster. You may have seen it in some of the videos that I make on the Approximately channel, and it's a very special guitar to me. It means a lot. This is a standard Mexican guitar. I think I got it in about 2003, something like that, and it cost me about £300 or something at the time. I think they're a lot more expensive these days. I think they're more like 500-600 Great British pounds. It's in great condition, but I just thought it was worth a bit of a refresh, so I'm going to be changing the pick guard. The pick guard's all warped here. I'm going to put some black knobs on, put some black pickup covers on, so it should look pretty sweet. It's got, what's this, rosewood, is it? Fingerboard? I don't know. I don't know a lot about materials, but I know that this is a good guitar, and as I say, it means a lot to me because I've had it for such a long time and I've used it in many gigs. I used to play in a band in Liverpool, and this was always my #1 guitar. I started off playing, it was like a replica Les Paul, which was terrible. It had a big thick neck and it was really heavy, really badly intonated, very difficult to play. Then I moved on to Fender Stratocasters, and I had my brother's old Fender Strat. It was a Mexican. It was kind of like sunburst, really nice looking guitar, very fast neck, but the pickups weren't great, and it had lots of cracks on it, and it was just a bit of an unstable guitar. So I had to buy myself this guitar. This was, you know, one of the most expensive things that I bought at the time. Here's some pictures of me playing some gigs using this particular guitar. As you can see, I had hair back then and I was a lot thinner, but that happens to everyone. I'll give you some close-ups so you can see that I've put on these string saver saddles by Graphtec. I bought them years and years ago because I used to have real problems with either strings going out of tune quite quickly or strings breaking. And since I put these saddles on, I haven't broken a string since. It's unbelievable. You can have strings on here that last for years and you can play really heavily, and they just don't break and they don't go out of tune. So an amazing bit of kit there. Otherwise it's fairly unaltered. On the back I've kind of locked in the tremolo just by tightening up these screws here, just to keep as much tension on it as possible. I don't really like tremolo playing. I find it quite annoying. I'd rather just have it locked down, a bit more like a Telecaster type thing. So that's my way of doing that. But let's get started on the upgrade. So I'm going to be changing the pick guard, I'm going to be changing the knobs, including this little pickup selector knob, and crucially changing the pickup covers, as well as giving it a really good clean. It's hasn't really been cleaned for well over 10 years. It's a bit disgusting really. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I bought this kit from eBay. It's got the back plate here. It's got some little knobs there. Got the full-on pick guard. It's been shielded on the back, and then the 3 little pick guard thingies. And this is the company here, Custom World, and they said, "Hi James, many thanks, stay safe from Evan." Thank you, Evan. James is my name, in case you didn't know. Of course you didn't know because I never told you, but that's my name. So let's get started. First things first, we're going to undo the strings. You probably don't have to take them all off, but I want to do a good clean of the guitar, so in this case I'm taking them completely off. Okay, so we've taken the strings off. Just be careful when you're taking them off. Sometimes the string can fly about and it'll get you in the eye. You know, we've all heard that story about the guitar technician that lost an eye. Right, for the cleaning I'm going to be using a specially formulated guitar cleaner called it's Mr. Sheen. If you're lucky you can find it. It's pretty hard to find, but it gives a good shine to your guitar. So let's get started. So after 20 years, almost 20 years, this guitar is in amazingly good condition. I've done hardly any work to it. I've never really taken it to a technician. Just given it the A little bit of love and attention, but this is why I think the Stratocaster is such a good guitar, because it's just a proper workhorse. It'll always do what you want it to do. Really solid. Love it. Now what we want to do is take the knobs off, so we can think about lifting the pick guard off. Okay, I don't really have any tool for getting the things off, but I'm just going to use a little screwdriver. Stick him under there. We can tease these knobs off. Oh. Oh. Taking them off. Bit dirty under there, but that's fine because I'm going to be binning this scratch plate anyway. Next thing to do is remove these little locking nuts. Twist them off by hand. So much crud. The next thing I'm going to do is unscrew the pickboard. Okay, so they're off. It's a bit dirty in here, but I'm going to then remove this little pickup selector. I'm just going to put the screws back in, just so I don't lose them or forget which ones they are. Okay, now I'm going to take the pickups off. You've got to be careful because there's like a little spring just there. You know, see my fingers. Make sure you don't lose that. These are the little springs that I meant. So with this pickup we can just pull the little cover off. It comes off really easily. Bin that and then put our new ones on. But first I'm going to give it a bit of a wipe down, because it has 20 years of crud. Okay, same thing. I'm just going to put the screws back in the little pickup, just so I don't lose them. Okay, so that's what the inside of the Strat looks like. Taking off this pick guard, I'm going to throw it. Taking off these little pickup covers, I'm going to throw them. Taking off the knobs, obviously. I did say that this guitar was in good condition, despite being almost 20 years old, and despite, you know, having played in all these gigs and bars and places that I played it in. But when I was going through this process, looking at the hardware, you can see that the screws and everything is really rusted and corroded. So I think it's only the right thing to do, to be fair to this guitar, is to get brand new screws and hardware and stuff. So I'm going to go online, I'm going to order some screws and bits and bobs, and then I will complete the rebuild. After several days these came in the post, just some brand new screws. So we're going to start to put everything back again. These little pickup covers, they just pop straight back on the pickup, and then we screw it back into the scratch plate. We'll worry about adjusting the height of the pickups a bit later. Okay, that's the pickups on. As this is a brand new scratch plate, it's got like a layer of plastic over it, so I'm going to remove that before I screw everything down. Let's pop the knobs on. So I'll switch everything up to the max there. I have this Ernie ball sticker which I stuck on years and years ago, so I'm just going to leave it on. It's going to be partially covered by the backplate, but I think it's going to be too difficult, messy to remove it. Just going to raise the pickups just a little bit. Time to restring. It's looking pretty good. Here's the finished article. I've strung it up. I just need to make sure the intonation's right on the strings and adjust the pickup height, but otherwise, there it is. What do you think? Black knobs, black pickup switch lever, black pickup covers. Pretty sexy.